Let's try this darkened. I don't know if I like this darkened UI. That's not too bad. I could probably get used to it.
Have a good one. Hey there. Safe travels. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oops, I'm eating on stream. I thought I had muted my mic. I apologize.
Hello. See you around. Looking for something specific?
Hey, what's up, gamer? Yeah, I did sleep well. Is Hunter at its best in Wrath? They're pretty good in Wrath. I don't think they're at their best in Wrath, no. I mean, they're okay. I mean, if you're thinking, like, you know, PvP, if you're thinking, like, PvP tier list, Hunter's up pretty good. And you can see here, he's got it in S tier for Marksman. Let's see. Let's see. Survival.
I've never seen a survival hunter at high rating myself, but I do imagine that they could pair well with a lock and a healer in 3s, giving them some dot damage. They do have aim shot as well, which is nice, but generally speaking have less burst than marksmanship, as well as less burst for BM. All of this lands them into the C tier.
C tier.
We are now moving on to the Bane of Wrath of the Lich King on launch in Season 5, which was the Death Knight here. They are obviously...
So PvP tier list, this guy's got, you know, Marksman S, and he's got B for Beast Mastery and C for Survival, but as far as PvE, I don't really remember, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think of them as being that great, personally. I don't think of them as being, like, great in Wrath. I mean, they never really stood out in Wrath. They're a lot better in, like, Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands. You know, Burning Crusade. I think they're better in Burning Crusade than they are in Wrath. Yeah, Marksman's good. Yeah, I'm sure Marksman is pretty good. No, Everlook is not Wrath of Lich King. Everlook is vanilla 1.12.
Greetings.
All right, Billy. Yeah, I'm just on my lunch break. Just mucking around in here while I'm on my lunch break. Send. Trying to equip it. Hey Matthew, how you doing, man? It is 12:38 p.m. here in Florida,
Hey there.
and I'm just on my lunch break. I shouldn't have sent that mail. Do I need any of this stuff? Really? I should just vendor this stuff. Vendor. What am I wearing? 6. 2 agility. 6 intellect. I'm doing good. I'm just munching on a sandwich here, so forgive me while I eat.
Help you find something? Good day to you.
Yeah, I did install a few more add-ons. I got an auto sell or a sell grade junk add-on, which is good. This is one of the things that takes you the longest. One of the reasons it's so long to level in vanilla World of Warcraft is just simply the mount situation. You know, not having a mount till level 40 really slows you down. We're currently doing the run here, run there quests. Fly to Lakeshire, fly to Redridge, fly to Stormwind, fly back to Lakeshire, fly to Redridge. I'm not exaggerating either. That's what it's like. But I installed another add-on that adds some additional options here, which are pretty cool. And you can turn on you know, chat hyperlinks. You can turn on social colors in chat, so like class colors and stuff and guild chat stuff. That's pretty cool. Like, you can see here in the chat window, if I say something, you know, my name comes up in green because I'm a hunter, and if I'm in a guild, it also comes up in green, so it's kind of cool. But the biggest reason why I installed these shaggy advanced options is it gives me the ability to auto dismount. But also, I believe this is the one that adds the ability to sell. See, it shows vendor values, was cool, but it adds the sell junk button to every merchant window. That's the biggest reason I installed this. Oh, it also does a show currently equipped items on tooltips while the shift key is pressed. So that, yeah, that's another thing that's interesting. You know, this, I don't think I have any gear, do I? I don't have any gear here to compare. Here we go. So, like, you know how normally in World of Warcraft when you hover over, like, an item and you can hold down the shift key to compare? In Vanilla 2.12, you don't have that. So this add-on also, you know, allows you to do that. So, just a lot of cool little features that add-on. And it's just another Shagoo add-on. Shagoo has the best. Oh my god, there's some of the best add-ons for Vanilla WoW. Like, if you go here, and the one I'm using right now is Shaggy Tweaks, this one here. But definitely grab Shaggy Plates, Shaggy Tweaks. These are both really, really good for the vanilla client. What's up, Reaper? Highly recommend both of those. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Cool, yep. Yeah, you can get the Shaggy stuff off of his website. Right? Just go to shaggy.org. Shaggy.org. Actually. And you can see here's all the add-ons. And they're really good. Like, you don't have to use them all. I mean, you can use them all if you want, but there's a quest add-on. There's the UI, which actually has just all kinds of stuff. But I just pick out certain ones that I like. I think I might. Yeah, I think I might just play Kronos IV until Everlook comes out.
Good day to you.
Yeah, Turtlewild's... I've heard some weird things about Turtlewild. Like, the people that run the server are kind of shady, from what I've heard. But the game itself seems alright. I played a little bit of Turtlewild. It's alright. No, there's no release. There's no release date. And I don't think we'll see anything anytime soon. I think it's going to be probably a good month before we really get a release date. I do think they've had some alphas. I do think they've had some people in their server, like, testing. Pretty sure, because I filled out the form, but I never got invited. Like, if you go to their Discord here, and you can see somewhere in here. Here's a. You might want to watch this video here. I haven't watched that yet. They're looking for game masters here. This was from 527. I thought in here somewhere they had a post where they were looking for people for testers. Oh, here's a dev interview from 7 days ago.
Where's this boy?
Coming within the one.
The rock on the right.
Here they come, here they come.
What's in the box, man? You start bam! They want
Let's go, baby! Huge tapping.
Who the fuck should have picked it up?
Look at all the corpses.
Push, push, push. Oh, what the Sleeper is in the sapper. Get him out alive. Get him out alive. Anyone here?
We did something that never did. We trained the goddamn King Kong Gabe's gorillas, best friend.
Anyway, it's just some video they linked. I guess I'm gonna show people.
So if you guys have been paying attention to a little bit of the buzzing behind the scenes recently in the World of Warcraft classic and also vanilla scene, then you might have heard some rumblings about a new server that's really caught a lot of steam over the last couple of weeks. And I alluded to this on last week's podcast, saying I'd be talking about it soon, and here we are now, no time like the present. And it's a return to a conversation about private servers here on Campaign Classic, because this is a private server that we'll be discussing. And many of you long-time listeners might be wondering, Josh, what the fuck are we doing? Like, private servers are yesterday's news, man. We got Classic. Well, I still want to talk about what's newsworthy, and I very much so deem this newsworthy because it's something that I'm really intrigued by. I had a million questions for the guys running this server, and I'm so happy to be joined by one of those people today involved in the project. Wall, mate, how are you?
Yeah, doing very well.
Okay, so should you keep vertical sync on? I only turn on vertical sync if I'm seeing. I mean, I have it on. Synchronize your frame rate to some fraction of your monitor's refresh rate. Like basically the tooltip says it all, Reaper. Enable this if you see excessive screen tearing, right? I have it on right now, and I don't see excessive screen tearing with on it. Let's turn it off and see what it looks like. Yeah, hold on a second. Usually what I do is I look at the edge of trees here. And then as I'm rotating the screen, I want to see if the tree's kind of popping out of itself almost. And you can see that it is a little bit. You can see a little bit of like images that are popping out. So I like putting, a lot of times on these older clients, I like to have it on. Oh no, I'm drinking a soda, ain't babe. I got a chicken sub from Publix, and I got a yummy Coca-Cola on ice. Yeah, you can see, actually here with it on, it actually looks... It doesn't really look that much different. It almost looks worse. Let's turn it back off again. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Reaper, that the game runs better with it off. Like right now, I can tell for sure that it definitely feels a little better with it off. You just have to experiment with it. You know what I mean? Like turn it on, turn it off, see what it feels like, see what it looks like. It's in. I would say in most cases, I don't have it on. In most cases when I'm playing WoW, and no matter which client I'm running, normally I don't have it on. But so actually, I didn't even know I had it on this client, but I did. I'm still seeing a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of choppiness, but I mean, it's an old game, it's an old game. Yeah, GeForce. I think you got a better card than me. I've just got a 2060 Super. I mean, this is such an old game; it doesn't matter. I mean, you could have a 1060. You could probably have an even older card, a 680 or something, and it probably still would be fine. Because this is such an old game. Well, your game feeling laggy, it won't have anything to do with the VSync. The game feeling laggy is usually going to have to do with either an add-on you're running. If your game feels laggy, I would definitely turn off your quest helper. If you have a quest helper turned on, turn off your quest helper, right? The first thing that's going to reduce lag, check this out. If I log out, right, and I turn off the quest helper, I guarantee you the game will run better and look better. I guarantee you 100%. Because quest helpers, they're always polling and like looking for things near you, right? Yeah, it already feels smoother to me. Like it's, it feels way smoother now that quest helper's not on. And you'll see that with any quest helper usually. Maybe I'll try to run Everlook with no quest helper. I should be able to. I mean, I've done these quests enough times, you know what I mean? But it's just like a crutch. You get so used to... It's just, I like to see stuff on the map. I like to be able to go like this and say, oh yeah, I got a quest here to turn in. Oh, I got a quest here to turn in. Even though I pretty much already know that. But it's nice to get the confirmation of that. Because I might be like, oh yeah, I got a quest to turn in here, and then I'll go there, and then all of a sudden I'll realize, oh, I forgot a step or something, and then I wasted time, going there. I don't know. Let's try the vertical sync again, because it does feel a little bit. Let's try triple buffering. Anything else we can turn up? Everything's turned up pretty much all the way. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. I think with the VSync on, it looks a little better. Now that I've had a chance to run around, I think with VSync on in this client, it looks a little better. Just a little bit. Feels a little bit. It just feels better. Yeah, anything else would be caused by your internet connection. Like if you're having lag in the game, usually it's going to be there's either an add-on running that's slowing it down, or there's lag from the server, which is rare, but it does happen. I experienced that on Warmane last week, where me and Blue both were having lag at the exact same time, which meant it was definitely server lag. You won't typically have lag due to your local PC because WoW is such an old game and most people's PCs can easily handle it. And then the other option would be that your particular internet, like your local, your internet provider is having issues or whatever, which, usually that's, But if you have a computer that runs it fine and you have plenty of RAM and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere the game's lagging, it's usually there's either a processor in your computer, like antivirus or something, or the server is lagging, or an add-on is freaking out. But 4K? Shit. I think my computer only costs like 20... I think my computer was only 1800 when I bought it. And it's a really good computer, but... But I got mine just before the video cards went crazy. If I'd known the video cards were going to go nuts like they did, I would have bought a better video card at the time. I bought one that was like probably the third best video card. Yeah, the first reason is usually an add-on. That's usually the number one reason. The second reason is usually server lag from the server, and then the third most common reason I would say is you have some sort of process on your computer that's running that's slowing your computer down. That just kind of dropped me out of the air. Yeah, I did all this and I forgot to turn my add-on, my quest helper back on. Oh no, don't hit enter. Jesus. Oh my god. Just autopilot kicked in right there. Log in, click. Log in, click. It's just like autopilot. I may try out the shaggy, the PF quest, I think, which is Shaggy's quest helper. I might try that one out as well, to see just if it has less of an effect on the game, performance-wise. Walk the plank. You must walk the plank. I got paid today, and like 80% of my check is already gone. And I just got paid today, and it's like 80% just gone. It's like bills, like pay this bill, pay that bill, and I'm just like, God, it's like my whole check's gone.
Greetings. Light Touch. What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Ah, no more quests. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one that... I mean, this one has it. The Shaggy Tweaks has a Darkened UI right here. You can check. And it will darken it like that. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but it looks okay. I'm not sure if I really like it over the defaults. What I don't like about it is it darkens the icons, like my PvP icon here and my class icon. It kind of darkens those. I don't really like that. But if it wasn't for that, I'd probably use it, actually. It is. Well, it is PFUI. Like, what I have right now is it's a Shaggy Tweaks, which is just code from PFUI. So this is the same as the PFUI, probably. Same code. It's just Shaggy pulled some of the stuff out and made them separate little pieces. He made it modular, which is a really good idea as a programmer. You know, he went through and made it modular.
and kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, did he kill my pet? He surely did. Hmm. Yeah, I mean this is okay. I mean it's all right. I said it looks pretty good. If they I don't like that they darkened basically what they did was they applied some sort of a filter or color that he applied to like all of the bars. There must be some sort of thing that's just action bars because it even is applying to the griffins here. So if the griffins weren't darkened and they were normal looking, I think that would be better. And the icons, like I said, the hunter icon, PvP icon, stuff like that, I would prefer that they were not darkened out like that. But wrong key. We got an area which is kind of sucks. So, and I don't even have, I'm not sure what that error. It says, attempt to perform arithmetic on field. Yeah, that's not good on an all value. Never a good error, but oh well. Keep an eye on that. It's so funny, I just did this quest in Wrath of the Lich King, I think. And I was already done. Like, every single person you kill, every mob you kill in Wrath of the Lich King, like, drops the quest items. Like, everyone drops one of the quest items here. So look, how many have I killed? And I've only got one quest item. Like, on Wrath of the Lich King, I'd probably almost be done already with this quest. They make the quest drops, like 100%. At least they do on War Main, anyway. Big sneeze. Well, that didn't work, did it?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Poor pet. Poor pet's gonna die again. Really? I haven't seen that. I remember. I wouldn't. I mean, like, they have that in Turtlewild. In Turtlewild, they have a thing where you can install some sort of thing, but I didn't like it because it made the enemy mobs like too big. Like certain mobs were just huge, like ginormous. So I didn't like it. And I like the way the vanilla the models look. So kind of the whole feel and look of vanilla, I actually like it. Ah, damn it! I keep hitting the wrong keybind. Jeez. Oh, that's where that error comes from. When I start to drink and then hit my res, it actually does that for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, I don't like. I think it would ruin the vibe of vanilla. I would prefer to just leave it alone. But I'll probably take a look at it. Yeah, I do. Hold on a second. Actually, I need to hit my trainer. We still need 2 more iron pikes. I accepted your friend request. A couple of these guys. I don't see the picture yet. I don't know if I can get this guy solo. Oh, we can. Good. Oh, come on. I missed that? You gotta be kidding me.
Well met.
There you go. See the sell all great items button here? That's another great thing that that add-on gives us. It's awesome.
Hey there.
Agility intellect, man, that's... Do we want to gain one agility? If the strength really doesn't matter. So actually the gloves are probably better. Because they give us more intellect. But we lose armor. Still think the gloves are better.
Have a good one.
Are they cloth? They must be cloth. Yeah, cloth gloves with agility and intellect. You gotta love that.
How are you? See you later.
Alright, that's it, guys. I have to go back to work. So that's just a quick lunch stream. I got a few minutes. I got about 6 minutes. But let's take a look at the video.
That's great, mate.
Hope
Thanks
you
so
do.
much for doing this. Look, I've got a million questions for you, and I guess it's a good time to start off with a very holistic view at what we're talking about here today, because as I've just sort of scratched out there in the intro, Wrath of the Lich King Classic it's been announced. It's not that far away. You know, a lot of the classic community, they've been there over the years.
Hey, what's
They
up,
know the
Draconi?
history of what we went
How you doing,
through.
man?
You know, the private server era, the petition, the move on to classic, going through the expansions now with TBC and Wrath. A lot of us are pretty well versed with the story. And now here, well, you and I are in mid 2022 discussing a private server, and it might throw a few people astray, going, "What is going on?" But I think it's been, you know, something that should be noted of the rise of what I should say now is the Everlook project that you're a part of over the last couple of weeks. So let me just, first question is, have you been shocked at all by the reception? You know, 18,000 people jumping in your Discord over a couple of weeks, to the prospect of a new vanilla private server project?
There's still tons of buzz around private servers because they just simply offer a better quality experience than a big company can. It's really sad, but a big company just cannot care more than we do. You know, we have passionate people on the project who work constantly to maintain it, to improve it, to offer the players a better experience when we're not making money from this. You know, it's passionate, purely passion. And players recognize that and they understand that. They've
Yeah.
seen it in the past that
Yeah, I have to go
simply
back to
have a
work
better
in
product,
about 4
which,
minutes,
again,
unfortunately.
it's a free to play game that's emulated, and all we're doing is just trying to relive that game, you know, really, at the end of the day.
Fair enough. We've on the show in years gone past, we've definitely had discussions about, you know, the murky grey waters of the legality of private servers and all of that stuff. I'm not going to go into that territory today. I'm not particularly interested in conversations that we've done before, but it's interesting to hear you, you know, and understandably, I should say, I don't want to sound like I'm coming after you, because I am in agreement with you in terms of the passion and, you know, perhaps the knowledge shown by yourself and many of the people that do take up the mantle of organizing and running a private server. And we've definitely seen in iterations in the past, private servers have shown that, you know, a quality product can be achieved by what I very respectfully would still refer to you as amateurs, if that's okay. Well, actually, Wall, I should stop myself there. What's your background? Have you worked in the industry at all? Or, you know, obviously you know your stuff technically and development wise.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing game development stuff since I was a kid. I went to school for some computer programming, and It really was just a hobby of mine for the longest time. I was doing the Wallcraft thing for quite a while, almost 2
Wallcraft.
years, just developing a totally customized alpha through vanilla World of Warcraft experience. But yeah, as soon as I heard about this project, I knew I wanted to get involved. You know, we are looking to restore the Lights Hope experience into a more modern framework, which is V Mangos, essentially an updated version of the Lights Hope core. And players often remember that as
I
the
don't know.
best private server vanilla experience that they had, and it's something that they were really disappointed in regards to how to get involved. You know, we're looking to restore the Lights Hope experience into.
Yeah, the Light Soap experience. See, I never played on Astaris because by the time Astaris shut down, that was the first time I'd ever really heard of how popular the private servers really were. I knew they existed, but I didn't know they were that any good. And when I heard about Astaris shutting down, and I heard all the big backlash of people didn't want it to shut down, and how many people played, I was like, oh my god, there's actually vanilla private servers that people are really playing on. And actually, that was up to that point. I hadn't really played a lot of private server anything. You know, private servers were still kind of a newer idea. They weren't super big. Like nowadays, private servers are really common. Like, I mean, there's private servers for City of Heroes. There's private servers for Ion. There's private servers for, Terra. I mean, they're not very good, but there's a lot of private servers out there for lots of different games. But Lights Hope is the one that I played on that was the best. It was by far the best, and so that's what he's saying that they're trying to reproduce. And I do think they're going to release. I mean, November. You think would be a good hype for you, Draconi? I think they're definitely going to be releasing. Probably. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say November is a pretty good bet because I'm going to guess that we're going to get Wrath of the Lich King Classic probably in July or August. And I think that what they're going to want to do is release Everlook probably about 3 to 4 weeks after Wrath of the Lich King Classic. That way, give the people 3 to 4 weeks in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and then to kind of be like, this is the same crap that retail WoW always has, which is bots and people buying gold and GDKP runs and just people not really trying to play the game. Asmongold did a video the other day, and I talked about it several times, where he basically said, quit trying to play vanilla, quit trying to recapture the way the game used to be. And I don't really think that's necessarily 100% true. A lot of people that like private vanilla servers is because it's as close as you can get to playing the game in 2004. It's as close as you can get because they aren't going to have a ton of bots. There isn't going to be a lot of people. The people that are playing on those servers are the people that truly loved World of Warcraft. A lot of people that play in classic World of Warcraft are just doing it for other reasons. They're not doing it because they're these huge lovers of World of Warcraft vanilla. They're not. A lot of them are just trying to make a name for themselves as maybe a PvP, or a lot of them are trying to make, get a lot of streaming content, like just trying to jump on the bandwagon, like, oh, I can get a lot of new subscribers on my YouTube channel, because they're not really thinking about doing that for private servers, because you're not really supposed to stream private servers. So you're not really thinking, oh, I'm going to build up a channel streaming private servers, And so there's also a lot of people in retail World of Warcraft that won't play private servers because they think it's against the terms of service, and I'm not going to play private. Why would I do that? Why would I play in a server that's only going to be up for a year or two? And I don't know if it's going to be up for a long time. I don't know how long it's going to be up. I don't know if there's people cheating, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons. But the people that play on private vanilla servers are the people really that are diehard lovers of the game, because they'll go to any length to play on that private server because they want to recapture as close to the original experience as they can. And I think that just generally makes the community a little better, because people who love the game, they're just trying to have fun. They're just trying to have fun, and they're going to be a little bit easier to talk to and try to get groups and guilds and stuff like that. And they're going to want to level. They're not going to want to circumvent the leveling process by boosting, because that's kind of defeats the whole purpose of vanilla WoW. Vanilla WoW, some of the funnest parts of vanilla WoW is just the leveling. And again, Asmongold said on his channel, he disagreed with that, or he couldn't understand how someone could say that some of the best parts of vanilla is leveling, because he doesn't agree with that. He thinks, I leveled once, I don't want to do it again. I'm like, well, then a lot of people are like that, but there's a lot of people that aren't like that. There's a lot of people that love leveling from 1 to 60, and they love like creating new stories, like running through different PvP gank fests, or getting groups with different people and maybe doing elite quests together. Even just doing elite quests with random people can be really fun. So I think there's a lot of stuff about private vanilla that is really good that you can't really replicate on a retail server, and that's why there's a lot of hype around something like like Everlook. And I think a lot of people don't really truly understand it. I think a lot of people don't. I think even Asmongold, which surprises me, I think even Asmongold to a certain degree doesn't truly understand why a lot of people would want to play private vanilla.
To a more modern framework, which is vMangos, essentially an updated version of the Lights Hope core, and players often remember that as the best private server vanilla experience that they had, and it's something that they were really disappointed in regards to how Classic worked out compared to old Nostalrius or Elysium, Lights Hope, any of the old projects.
I'm going to go off on a million tangents, by the way, mate. So I do apologize for how scattered all these questions are going to be. There's already like 3 or 4 things I've got pinned in my brain that I've got to come back to. But we'll get to the Lights Hope thing in just one second, because I want to go back to what I was saying before, which is just that, as I was saying, I don't want to devalue, your knowledge, your work, your skill, your proficiency at all. By, I think it would be fair. Tell me, would it be fair to refer to you and the team as basically amateurs? You're doing this as a hobby for fun?
Most of the team are professionally involved in some sort of IT or computer-related industry during their day jobs.
Yep.
But yeah, this is like an after-work hobby project for most of us.
And that's the part I love about it, in that I don't think it's unfair to do a little bit of a shots fired moment when we do have these conversations about the deep knowledge that these fans that do other things for full-time employment but dabble in, game development as, as you say, an after-school project, and have pulled off these things in the past, certainly have a track record. Now, don't get me wrong, we'll get into the spotty track record of private servers as well. There's ups and there's downs, but there are definitely some high highs.